Hello everyone, myself Manisha Joshi, and today's topic of presentation is dual space, contravariant, covariant and mixed type of tensor. So first of all we will understand what is a vector space. So a vector space, it is a non-empty set V with two operations over field F, and these two operations are vector addition and scalar multiplication, and it is said to be vector space if it satisfies following properties. First, V with respect to plus should be an abelian group, and 1 in dot alpha should be equals to alpha for all alpha belongs to V, and C1 C2 alpha is equals to C1 whole bracket C2 alpha for all alpha that should be belongs to V, and C1 C2 should belongs to L. And also C alpha plus beta is equals to C alpha plus C beta for all alpha beta belonging to V, and C belongs to F. And also C1 plus C2 alpha should be equal to C1 alpha plus C2 alpha for all C1 C2 belongs to F and alpha belongs to V. And the vector space is denoted by Vf, where V is a vector space and F is a field. Now, basis. So what is a basis? So a non-empty subset of V, a non-empty subset S of V is said to be basis of V if S is Li. Li means S is linearly independent, and also S should be spanned over V. That is, for all alpha belongs to V, there should be C1 C2 dot dot Cn belongs to F, such that alpha should be equals to C1 alpha, C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3 dot dot plus Cn alpha n, where S will be the set of elements that are alpha 1, alpha 2, dot dot alpha n. Now what is the dimension of V? The number of elements in S, which is the subset of V, is known as basis of V, and also the number of elements is known as dimension of V. Like number of elements in the subset S of V is known as the dimension of V, and it is denoted by this dimension of V. And also two finite bases of a vector space V have same number of elements. Like if there are vector space V and there are two bases, two subset S which belongs to V, then they have the same number of elements. If V is the vector space and E1, E2, E3 dot dot En equals to Ei is the basis of V, then any vector lambda of V can be written as in this form, as if this is the basis of V, then it will be spanning over the element of V, where this are all scalars and known as components of lambda. We will understand what is change of basis. If Ei and Ei dash are two bases of vector space V, where Ei and Ei dash is belongs to V, then if Ei dash belongs to V and Ei its basis, then every element of Ei dash are a linear combination of Ei. So we can write Ei dash as Pi I dash Ei, where Pi I dash is n cross n non-singular matrix. And also we can write Ei dash equals to Pi I dash Ei, same as we have written above. And we can put these two I and I, these are dummy index, so we can change the values of these. So Ei dash will be equals to P1 I dash E1 plus P2 I dash E2 plus dot dot Pn I dash En. So this is by the Einstein summation. Now if E1 dash equals to P1 1 dash E1 P2 1 dash E2 plus Pn 1 dash En. In the same way we can write I dash as 2 dash, I dash as 3 dash, and I dash as n dash. We can write these as E1, E2, E3, E dash. They can mean a singular matrix, they can mean a singular matrix, and they can mean a singular matrix. So we will getting the n cross n non-singular matrix, that is Pi I dash, which will be equals to this. And also we can also write Ei as Pi dash I equals to Ei dash, as Ei is also the basis of V and Ei dash is also the basis of V. So we can write Pi I dash Pj dash I as lambda j dash I dash, where I is the dummy index. See what is a contravariant vector. So contravariant vector, let V is the vector space over the field of real numbers, and if M belongs to V and Cm denoted the set of all differentiable function in neighborhood of M, let tangent vector lambda at M such that there is a relation which is taking the elements of Cm to R is a function satisfying following properties for all f comma g belongs to Cm, such that there is a tangent vector lambda which is taking the elements of Cm to R, and it is satisfying following three properties. And also it is taking the elements from Cm to R. And let mm be the set of all tangent vectors at M. We define two operations on mm. These two operations, if these two operations are satisfied, then mm forms a vector space over a field R with respect to operations defined above, and this space is called as space of contravariant vectors, and elements or vectors of mm are called contravariant vectors. Understand what is the law of transformation of contravariant vector. So let M be the space of contravariant vectors and EI and EI dash are two bases of contravariant vectors. Let lambda belongs to and lambda I dash are components of lambda with respect to EI and EI dash respectively. So we can write lambda as lambda I EI and also we can also write lambda as lambda I dash EI dash. So from here we will get lambda I EI will be equals to lambda dash EI dash. From these two equations we have put lambda as same, so we will get lambda I EI as lambda I dash EI dash. And we know that by change of basis we can write EI dash equals to PI I dash EI or EI equals to PI dash PI EI dash. So now from equation 1 we can write lambda I is equals to, in the place of EI we have written PI dash PI EI dash, and this is equals to lambda I dash EI dash. So now what we will do is taking this whole term to the left side, so we will get lambda I pi dash I minus lambda I dash, and taking ei dash as common is equals to 0. So we will get lambda I pi dash pi minus lambda I dash equals to 0. As ei dash is basis of so it can't be 0. So this whole term will be equals to 0. So therefore lambda I dash will be equals to pi dash pi lambda I, and this whole thing is known as law of transformation of contravariant vector. And similarly we can write lambda I is equals to pi I dash lambda I dash, and this is also known as law of transformation of contravariant vector. So these two are the formulas of law of transformation of contravariant vectors. Now we will understand what are covariant vectors. Let be the vector space of contravariant vectors and a function u defined as u, which takes the elements of to R and satisfy following property, this property. So collection of such vectors defined above are denoted by star and form vector space with respect to two operations defined as these two operations. And also scalar multiplication, lambda should belongs to and a should be belongs to R. This is known as covariant vector space or space of covariant vectors, and vector of this space is known as covariant vectors. Now, law of transformation of covariant vectors. Let star be the space of covariant vectors, and EI and EI dash are two bases of star. Let U belongs to star, and UI dash are component of U with respect to bases EI and EI dash respectively. Then U equals to UI EI and U equals to UI dash EI dash. So from these two equations, UI EI should be equals to UI dash EI dash, and we know that by change of basis EI will be equals to PII dash EI dash. And also from equation 1 we will get UI PII dash EI dash will be equals to UI dash EI dash. So now what we will do is taking this whole term to the left hand side, taking common as EI dash, so we will get UI PII dash minus UI dash equals to 0, as EI dash is the basis, so it can't be 0. So UI dash will be equals to UI PII dash or PII dash UI. So this is known as law of transformation of covariant vectors. Similarly, we can write UI equals to PI dash PI UI dash. So this is also known as law of transformation of covariant vectors. Some important note that if EI is basis for star, that is space of covariant vectors, and EJ is basis for that is contravariant vector space, then EI EJ can be written as delta IJ, which is known as canonical delta, and it can be written in the form of delta IJ is equals to 1 if I is equals to J, and 0 if I doesn't equals to J. Talking about tensor. So tensor is the element of vector space formed by taking tensor product of spaces taken from and star. Now we will understand what is contravariant tensor of order 2. So if T, I, J are components of a vector where I should be equals to 1 to n and J should be equals to 1 to n, these are the components of a vector which belongs to the direct product of with respect to basis EI and TI dash J dash are components of same vector with respect to basis EI dash are related by this law. So we can write TI dash J dash, this is the contravariant tensor of order 2. If there is only one I dash, we are writing it as vector, but there comes two I dash and J dash, so we will be writing this as P I dash I, P J dash J, and this is equals to T I J. So this is known as law of transformation of contravariant tensor of order 2. Now, contravariant tensor of order R or contravariant tensor of type R, 0. If T, I1, I2, I3, IR are components of vector which belongs to R with respect to basis EI, and TI dash, TI1, I dash, I2 dash, I3 dash, IR dash are components of same vector with respect to basis EI dash related by a law this. This is the law where it is the same as we have written above, but if there increases the number of the superscript, then we can write the contravariant. Here there are two superscript, so we have written contravariant tensor of order 2. Here if there are r number of superscript, then we can write contravariant tensor of order r. So it can be expressed in the same way. So it is also known as law of transformation of contravariant tensor of order R or tensor of type R comma 0, and Ti1, I2, I3, IR. These are the contravariant tensors components. Now we will understand what is a covariant vector, covariant tensor of order 1 or covariant tensor of type 0, 1. So let Ti, where I equals to 1 to n, are component of a vector which belongs to mm star with respect to basis Ei, and Ti dash, corresponding components of same vector with respect to basis Ei dash, are related by this law. Ti dash equals to Pii dash Ti. It is the law of transformation of covariant vector or covariant tensor of order 1 or tensor of type 0, 1. Now covariant tensor of order 2 or tensor of type 0, 2. If Tij are components of vector mm star direct product mm star with respect to basis Ei, and Ti dash j dash are corresponding components of same vector with respect to basis Ei dash, are related by this law. Ti dash j dash equals to Pii dash Pjj dash Tij, then it is known as law of transformation of covariant tensor of order 2, and Ti dash j dash are components of covariant tensors. Now covariant tensor of order S. So if see, it is same like we have discussed earlier. If it is written like this, there are two components, that it is covariant tensor of order 2. If it is written like this, then it is covariant tensor of order S, and this is the same formula which we have written in this case. So now further, mixed tensor of type 1, 1. If Tij are components of a vector direct product mm star with respect to basis Ei, and Ti dash j dash, where I dash is the superscript and j dash is the subscript, are corresponding components of same vector with respect to basis Ei dash, are related by a law, and that law is Ti dash j dash is equals to Pi dash I Pj j dash Tij. So it is the law of transformation of tensor of type 1, 1, and Tij are components of mixed tensor of type 1, 1. So it is a mixture of contravariant or also covariant vector. So we have written this as mixed tensor, and it is the type 1, 1, as there is one superscript and one subscript. Now mixed tensor of type R, S. If T, I1, I2, I3, IR, and J1, J2, J3, JS are components of a vector which belongs to MMR cross M star S with respect to basis Ei, and Ti dash IR, J1 dash to J dash S are corresponding components of same vector with respect to basis Ei dash, then it is related by this law. So this is the mixed tensor, which we can write as this. So it is the mixed tensor of type R, S. So this whole law is known as law of transformation of mixed tensor of type R, S, and these are the components of mixed tensor of type R, S.